I asked you guys to ask me some questions and I got quite a few of them, so let's answer them together. Someone asked, will you be taking over your dad's cooking on YouTube? As you guys know, you know that I do enjoy baking and cooking. However, I'm not like an absolute pro at it and I follow other people's recipes. So I don't know if I'd want to take over his cooking channel, but if I did, then it'll probably be after I finish high school because I feel like I'll be able to have more time to learn about more cooking after I finish my exams. How are you enjoying sharing with Hallie and Phoebe now? I quite enjoy it. They're not good at cleaning up. Phoebe, when she goes to bed, she has to put on rain sounds, but when she puts the rain sounds on, it's like got like music in the background as well. And then somehow, when you wake up in the morning, that's linked to some other YouTube video that's nowhere near rain sounds, and it's some traditional music from a country that I can never identify, because every single time that I've woken up recently it's been traditional music from another country and I've never been able to pinpoint what country it was. So it is an experience, and Hallie snores like really loud, so when I wake up in the morning and Hallie's still asleep, she is snoring like mad. She is snoring like she is having the best dream of her life. So it's quite a fun experience to just mainly laugh at when they're sleeping, because one snores like crazy and one somehow sleeps through traditional music from a country. So yeah, it's an experience. Are you homeschooled? So, no, I'm not actually homeschooled. So quite a few people actually ask this. I'm actually not homeschooled. I go to school. I'm in my final year. I was homeschooled for like a few months when I was in primary school. Obviously that was for medical reasons, so with my cage I didn't really go into school often. I can't remember if it was when I had the cage on or if it was when I got the cage taken off, but I wasn't in school during that time. So I have been homeschooled before, but I don't get homeschooled anymore, and I think when I get the cage on, the plan is to just still go into school when I can. So yeah, I'm not homeschooled. I am educated in a school. Someone asked, have you visited Amsterdam? Yes, so I think it was 2024. We'd gone to the Netherlands and then gone into Amsterdam, and I loved it there, like the whole scenery of it. Yeah, we took a boat around like is it called a canal boat? I don't know what it's called. Around like the canal, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I think I'll probably go back there again. I would want to go for my 16th, but I have so many plans that I want to do for my 16th that I can't pinpoint which one I want to do the most. Like I want to go to London, skydiving, skiing. What else? Shopping. I want to do all of this stuff, but like I can't do all of that in one day, you know? So I'm like trying to think which one would suit my 16th the most. And I don't want something that's too expensive as well, because obviously that's it, asking for way too much. If I'm asking to go like on a holiday outside of England, that's a little bit too much. So I don't think I'd want to go to Amsterdam until like I'm earning my own money to go to Amsterdam. How is your leg? Are you still due to have operations? So I recently had a doctor's appointment. I think these questions were asked before my appointment, so you might have seen this. But I recently had an appointment and it went all right. I would say, no, it went good. So the plan is to have a external leg cage, which is the one I had last time, and then also to have I think he called it a rod through my thigh, and then that will be on for 6 to 8 months. And the recovery, I forgot how long he said the recovery will be. However, he said after 3 weeks, I think, I can weight bear on it, so that's good. However, this cage is on longer than the last one was, I think. I can't really remember, but I think it's on longer than my last one was. I think that was on for like 6 months, 5 months. I can't remember actually. So that operation, we don't actually have like a set date on that, but we are hoping for after my exams. So after my exams, that should be when I get it. So it's definitely not until after June, I'm thinking, I'm guessing. Best place to eat at Disney. So there is so many good places to eat at Disney, but I'm going to do the Paris one and the Florida one. So we'll start with Paris. So when we went to Paris, I really enjoyed this diner where it's before you go into the actual park, and it's got a car on like the outside, I think on the left, and I can't remember what it's called, but it is so nice. Me and my mum got a burger there, and that was the first time I ever actually completed a full burger. That was that big. And I can't remember what it was called. I'll have to do some research on that, but it was so good. And I think they were on roller skates, but I can't remember that part. I might just be going crazy, but I think they were on roller skates. So that's my recommendation for Paris. For Florida, I'm gonna give one for each park. So Epcot, we always go to the one. It's in. Oh, okay, right. This is difficult. Okay, so the one in Epcot is, I can't remember the name, but it's inside where Soaring is. If you know the ride Soaring, it's in there, and it's on the bottom floor when you go down the escalator. Is that what it's called? I forgot. It's on the bottom floor, and it's like on that side. And we always go there whenever we eat in Epcot, and I love it there because they do these like pizza roll things, and they are so good. So that's one for Epcot. For Animal Kingdom, there was a diner where the characters are dressed up like adventurers kind of thing. I can't remember what that one was called. I don't think I know any of the names of these, okay? I just kind of go and I remember what it looks like, but I just don't remember the names. So when we went there, the food was actually really good there. So if you're looking for like a mascot diner, then I would go to that one. I don't know what it's called, but it's in Animal Kingdom. I think it might be called Tusker. I can't remember. So that one was good if you want a character dining. Ooh, okay, so, oh my gosh, right, this is going to be so hard to explain. So, when you're in Animal Kingdom and like you just need like a quick meal, instead of like booking something, I'm trying to think where this is. So, when you're in Animal Kingdom, there's like an otter area where you can watch the otters. Across from that, there's like a restaurant where you can eat, and the food there is so good. So if you want somewhere that's not like crazy expensive and it's like just want to nip in, eat and go, then that one. I'm gonna put these in the description when I find out the names of them, but those ones are good. So in Hollywood Studios, they have, I don't know the name. Do I know any of these names? No. This one is in Hollywood Studios, and it's so good. Okay. I'm really getting tested on how to describe these. So this one is kind of in the corner, and I think it's when you're just coming out of the Star Wars area. You're coming out of Falcon's Flight, and it's literally right next to that, I think. Don't test me on that, I think it is. But that one's really good in Hollywood, and you can just walk in if it's not busy. Which every time we've been, it's only been busy like once, because we always eat either really early or really late because we just lose track of time. So there's one for Hollywood. And then finally for Magic Kingdom, where do we normally eat? Okay, so we eat in this place where it's opposite the carousel and the cars that you can drive. So in the middle, on the bottom floor, there's a little robot that sings, and that's always a vibe. The food there is actually really good. So one thing I do like about America is how juicy the chicken strips are. They are so good. I don't know how they do it, but it's glamorous because I love the chicken there. What would you like to do when you leave school? So I don't know yet what I actually want to do. Why didn't I do this before? I just put my phone torch on to make a better lighting on the camera. The light in here is terrible. If I put it on, it literally does nothing. I want to go to sixth form, I know that. But like job-wise, I don't know. I really don't know. I definitely want to continue with like social media. But obviously, as like everyone knows at this point, I love watching the figure skating and I want to be a figure skater, but obviously I need a job before that. But I don't know. I really don't know what kind of job I want. I like working with like people, so I like being a server. Sounds like a fun job to me, like just, you know, serving meals. That sounds fun. seeing how people's days are going. Because I love talking, and I love talking to other people and meeting new people. So that's fun. That sounds fun. However, on like a more higher level, translating is something that I would really like to do, because I'm currently doing French in high school. But after I finish my exams, I am going to continue studying Korean, German, Japanese, a bunch of languages. I want to learn so many, and hopefully go to uni for that if I want to still after I finish. And I want to go to uni to learn languages. Someone asked, do you enjoy having a lot of siblings, or do you find it annoying? I feel like since I have a lot of siblings, and I say this quite a lot, I never get bored. And that might sound like a little bit silly, but I genuinely just never do get bored. Like, there's always someone to talk to. Where is this makeup palette I'm looking for? There it is. There's always someone to talk to. So I really just never get bored. And they never get bored, because you know who Amy always goes to when she's bored and wants to annoy someone? Me. All the time. And she always picks the worst times, because you know when you just have those days where you're like, I just want to go to bed. I'm so tired. I've had a long day. She always chooses the wrong days, and then she just annoys me on those days, and it's like, leave me alone. I feel like my personality is a build-up of many people in our family. So I feel like I have a bit of almost everyone's personality. Because I've obviously lived with them my whole life. So I kind of just get that personality and just who I am, and my humour from my family. Someone asked, how are your GCSEs going? If I'm gonna be beyond honest and be just genuine, not great, good, but definitely not as good as they could be. So I sat my mock exams, well, my first round of year 11 mock exams in October, I think. Okay, so the only ones that went alright were my French and my English language. So I got 4s in English language and my French. And my favourite topic in school is physics, and I got a 3 in that, which I'm really disappointed with, because I genuinely thought I would at least get that 5, but I didn't. So I'm working even more harder than I already was. Except what I did this time is because I wanted to see what difference I had made just by myself without revision, from my year 10 mocks to my year 11 autumn mocks, and there was a big difference. Like, I was literally getting 1s and 2s in that, and I've got 4s, 2s and 3s. So it's not that much of a difference, but the 4 is a big difference. Anyway, so now I'm working even more harder by revising a lot. Like, I do a lot of online revision, and then I do some bookwork revision, but I do more online than I do like on paper. I'm really hoping that when I sit these exams next week, actually, that they go much better. I'm really hoping that they do. But we will only see after my exams. So I have, how many? Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, I have 2 weeks of exams. Yeah. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, I have 2 weeks of exams. So I have 2 every day for the first... No. I have 2 every day apart from Thursday for the first week, and then on the second week I have 1 every day apart from the Friday, which is my 2 French exams. So I am praying, and I hope you guys are praying for me too, that these exams go amazingly, and I have improved a lot. I'm really, really hoping that that's what's going to happen. Who's your favourite sibling at the moment? So a lot, and I mean a lot, of people ask this question. I don't have a favourite sibling. Like, obviously there's the siblings that I hang out with more, but I don't have a favourite. I feel like that's unfair on the younger ones or the older ones if I were to have a favourite. So I have ones that I hang out with more and talk to more, but I definitely do not have a favourite. So I don't have a favourite. But a lot of people ask that. Someone said skincare must-haves. Okay, so my skin has improved a lot since 2024. So I'm going to show you. These ones are the ones that I got for Christmas recently, so these are a bit different. But the Arencia Green Mochi Cleanser is so good. I've been using this recently and I see a lot of improvement in my skin. So this is definitely a need. Oh, let me put it into focus. That, definitely a need. Okay, and if you are struggling to find a good cleansing balm to get all that makeup off, the Flower Knows Cleansing Balm. I think this is a certain type. Nope. So this is the Flower Knows Cleansing Balm, and it smells like lemon curd, and I love lemon curd, so that makes it even better. And it comes with a little spoon, so that's really cute. Another thing, the Nip Fab Plus Illuminate Serum 5% is also really good. I feel like this really soothes my skin. Like when I have like redness, it really takes the redness down. So that one's also really good. This Pixi Glow Tonic 5% glow. Oh, okay, don't test me. I don't know what that says. The Pixi Glow Tonic Toner is also really good. I feel like when I use this in the PM, my skin gets a little bit red, but that's obviously just, I don't know what that is. But when I use it in the morning, I don't see any redness and it feels perfection. And then the skincare that I had before it all ran out and I just don't rebuy recently is the Snail moisturizer and the Snail serum. I'll put that in the description, but they were so good. Like the serum, if I use it on my skin, immediately after it like set, oh my god, my skin just felt so smooth. And then the moisturizer, it just felt like I was putting clouds on my face. It was just beautiful. Okay, so that is all of the questions that you lovely guys have asked me. And I would love to do one of these again like later on, maybe at the end of the year, to see if there's any difference. Oh, I forgot to do my lip combo. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do my lip combo and I never did it. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next vlog and I'll see you soon.